program is brought to you by Newsworks in cooperation with the Eau Claire Area School Board.
We are.
Thank you. Will you please call the roll? And I'm sorry about this. That should fix that.
Commissioner Bika. Commissioner Clements.
Here.
Commissioner Harder. Commissioner Johnson.
Here.
Commissioner Lyons.
Here.
Commissioner Nordine.
Here.
Commissioner Zur. Here.
We'll now move on to the Pledge of Allegiance. This week's student pledge leader is Max D., a fourth grader at Lakeshore Elementary. Principal Minor says that Max is a fantastically cooperative worker in the classroom, always willing to lend a hand to another, and is a great leader for work group. Max, welcome and thank you. Max will be leading us in the pledge. Those of you that are willing and able, please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. Max, whenever you're ready.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Max. We'll now move on to the adoption of tonight's agenda. I would hear a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Well, recognitions, and I will turn that over to Superintendent Johnson.
Thank you. Good evening, Chair Nordine, board members, student representatives, executive team members, and guests. DeLong Middle School welcomed Governor Tony Evers, State Superintendent Jill Underley, State Representative Jody Emerson, State Senator Jeff Smith, and board members Dr. Lori Beek and Dr. Markwell Johnson on the first day of school. The governor visited 3 districts around the state on that first day, and we were honored to be one of the 3 chosen. The visitors played Getting to Know You Bingo with 6th graders and 8th graders on the first day back. Kudos to teachers Kaylee McGinnis and Jeremy Trainer for their activities, leadership, and smooth transition for the students to participate with us. The staff members and leadership team at DeLong, as well as communications specialist Terry Piper Thompson, are to be recognized for their efforts in organizing the special event, providing a fun learning opportunity for all and presenting small gifts of hospitality to our guests. Today, U.S. Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona, along with Deputy Secretary of Education, Cindy Martin, kicked off the U.S. Department of Education's Return to School road trip this morning at Locust Lane Elementary. The Secretary and guests, including Superintendent Johnson and board members Tim Nordine, Lori Bika, Josh Clements, and Phil Lyons, toured the school, visited Miss Colleen Gallagher's 1st grade and Mike Kaplinski's 4th grade classroom, and participated in a pep rally in the parking lot with the Locust Lane students, staff, and members of the North High Marching Band. A huge thank you is in order to all the students and staff at Locust Lane who made that event possible, and to Locust Lane music teacher Denise Schwartz and North High Band instructor Scott Hensiak for such a tremendous start to the pep rally. Thanks to our district technology department for their efforts with the event, and for making the live stream possible, to our buildings and grounds crew for all their hard work. We also had some special freshly baked cookies for our honored guests to enjoy on their bus, thanks to North High culinary arts teacher Renee Moorhead and her students. Finally, Principal Kua Vang and communications specialist Terry Piper Thompson should be commended. This involved a tremendous amount of organization and planning in a very short time. While we were contacted almost 3 weeks ago from the Wisconsin DPI about our interest in hosting, our staff were only able to be informed about the specifics on Friday from the Department of Education. This was not an open event to the public. We appreciated the attention to safety and security from the Eau Claire Police Department and the U.S. Secret Service, and we were so proud to share how Eau Claire has safely reopened our schools.
Thank you. At this time, I note that there are some members of our audience who have chosen to join without masks. We will not hold a meeting in the presence of those who will not help us be safe by wearing a mask. I will at this time then be motioning for a 10-minute recess. You may opt to put on a mask or leave and watch the meeting virtually. If you have chosen not to put on a mask in that time, at the end, we will adjourn the meeting tonight. I know we have several people here who would like to be heard. We are not going to be able to do that if we do not have cooperation of our community to be able to hold this meeting safely. At this time, I motion for a 10-minute recess. Is there a second?
Where's the law? Where's the law at where?
These are the rules that we have for our meeting.
See, your rules don't matter because you're paid by.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are recessed for 10 minutes. We will reconvene at 7:12. If at that time we do not have everyone in the audience with a mask over their mouth and nose, we will adjourn the meeting for tonight. We want to be able to hear everybody. We want to be able to listen. We cannot do that if we cannot have a safe meeting. Masks. So at this time, because we have tried to run a safe meeting and we are not willing to endanger the safety of our community or ourselves, or most importantly, honestly, to my mind, is our staff that's here tonight, we will not hold a meeting in person. We will reschedule this meeting for after the adjournment that we're about to do. We will reschedule this meeting for next Monday, the 27th of September. We will hold it in a blended model. The board and executive team will be in person. All public participation will be via WebEx. At this time, I motion to adjourn. Second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned. 27th will be the next meeting. You'll be able to attend online.
This program was brought to you by a cooperation between Newsworks and the Eau Claire Area School Board.